Hey Galactic Geeks, this is Devin. So, this is the video for Thursday. This is the last Batman v Superman daily video. I'm gonna go a little bit off topic with Batman v Superman. I'm sticking to the universe, but I'm gonna go just a little off of it. So, the topic for today is gonna be what I want the Justice League movie to be. Essentially a sequel to Batman v Superman. Doesn't have to be the Justice League movie, but a sequel to Batman v Superman. Now, we're not aware exactly how they're tying the universe together at the end of this movie, but we know it goes this movie, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Justice League Part 1. So, something's gotta tell you, or me, or whatever, by the end of Batman v Superman, Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg are probably gonna find their way to Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and they're gonna be like, let's join up and be a team, or whatever, let's form the Justice League. That's pretty much either gotta happen in the last 20 minutes of Batman v Superman, or it's gotta happen in the first 20 minutes of Justice League. So, here's a pitch for a sequel to Batman v Superman. Not necessarily the Justice League movie, but it would set up the Justice League. Okay. I think you should open with Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, clearly from Batman v Superman, will be working together. So clearly they're part of a team. Now, I think you show that they have recruited people like Flash and Cyborg. I feel like you can be like, you can open the movie with them on the team because you just explain it away that, like, they contacted them and said, we're just starting this, would you like to help? And they're like, yeah. So, that's the beginning. It's Flash, Cyborg, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman on the team, alright? Now, I personally, one of my favorite iterations of Aquaman is Hook Hand Aquaman from the 90s, where he's got the long blonde hair, the beard, and the hook hand. Now, I guess it's not 100% confirmed, but if the official released Aquaman photo of Momoa is to be believed, he doesn't have a hook in hand, he has both his hands on the trident there. So, but you can take aspects of the hook hand Aquaman and apply them to this Aquaman. Now, the hook hand Aquaman doesn't really trust anyone from outside of Atlantis. He's the king of Atlantis, obviously, and he kind of just sticks to the seas, and he doesn't really ever come on land and deal with that. So, I think after Man of Steel, and possibly some things that'll happen in Batman v Superman, which I'll get to in a minute, would set up this perfectly. Now, in Man of Steel, one of the world engines that they use to, like, you know, try and terraform the planet is in the ocean. And I think this has probably been theorized, of course, but Aquaman's probably not too happy about that. The fact that there's a giant laser going through the ocean and to the other side of the planet and, like, disrupting everything. So maybe combined with that, with the fact that the rumor of the Aquaman cameo in Batman v Superman is that of him locked in a LexCorp cell. So you combine those two, and that makes, like, a strong case for Aquaman being kind of pissed off at the world, not wanting to deal with outsiders, being kind of pissed off at the surface people. So I think you spend half the movie, maybe, trying to convince Aquaman that you're on his side. Maybe have a little battle with him at some point where he, like, beats the crap out of everyone, because, I mean, depending on your version of Aquaman, he's a badass. Like, I highly doubt that they got Jason Momoa so they could go wimpy, stereotype Aquaman. They're going badass Aquaman, okay? So maybe like a sequence where he trips Flash with, like, a trident, and then he goes and fights with his trident, Wonder Woman's sword and shield, knocks her back a little bit, you know, maybe, you know, summons a wave to, like, stop Superman or something. You know, he doesn't really take out the Justice League, but he stops them temporarily, you know, kind of thing. Maybe like a little fight sequence like that. Plus, Amber Heard is rumored to be Mira, so I don't know if she's going to be in the Justice League movie or the Aquaman movie or whatever, but get her, have her help, because she has, like, control over water and stuff. So, like, she could help, like, maybe she's constantly pushing Batman back with, like, water powers or something. And, like I said, he trips Flash and fights a Wonder Woman a little bit. Maybe they short circuit Cyborg or something, I don't know. But, I feel like half the movie should be, like, hard to convince him to get to their side. And then eventually they do team up and, you know, become the Justice League, and then they fight whatever the threat is. Now, a big knock on this pitch is probably going to be, oh, well, this is just another Versus movie. But it's not. Like, it makes a lot. It's the same thing as, like, Batman. Okay, like, Batman is trying to fight Superman because he believes what Superman can do and might do. It's the same thing here. Like, it's not out of character for Aquaman if he's, like, pissed off at these guys, Like, it wouldn't be out of character for him to attack them if the service people have been, mean. Now, you could argue maybe Batman lets him out of the cell at LexCorp if that's the cameo or whatever, or someone does, or something like that. So, maybe that's your case there, and he's not mad at them. But, chances are he's probably going to find his own way out of that cell. Chances are he probably is mad about Man of Steel. I'd be surprised if that doesn't get mentioned, at least offhandedly. I like a badass Aquaman, and that's a good way to set up a badass Aquaman. Especially since the movie's not coming until, 2018, I think? So, 2.5 years away. I would say definitely establish him as a badass by doing that. And I highly doubt they'll devote half of the Justice League movie to that. But, maybe, the first 30 minutes is, a fight sequence with Aquaman and stuff. Show that he's capable. The way I see the Justice League is, it's a little different from the Avengers, I'm not necessarily a DC homeboy, but I do find DC more interesting. And the Avengers just kind of seems like a brand that you can stick anyone in, kind of like the Avengers can have Captain in it, can have Iron Man in it, it can have the Wasp in it, it can have Ant-Man in it, anyone can be in the Avengers, kind of. The Justice League to me has always been a more exclusive thing, they'll invent different Justice Leagues, like Justice League Detroit, Justice League Canada, or whatever, but the Justice League, to me, any main run of it usually has the same 5 or 6 characters in it. And so I feel as though if you're gonna go with that story and say that they're all in it, my view is that they all should be relatively equal in abilities. So, obviously Superman's a near god, so Superman can probably beat any of them. But, Wonder Woman fighting Aquaman should be an even match. Flash fighting Aquaman should be a pretty even match. Batman fighting Wonder Woman, strength-wise, obviously she's got it, but wits-wise and technique-wise, he's got it, so it's I feel like if you take any member of the Justice League versus any other member of the Justice League, kind of taking Superman out of that equation, it should be a pretty fair fight. If Flash and Green Lantern fight, that's equal. If Aquaman and Wonder Woman fight, that should be equal. Now, Martian Manhunter and Superman, you obviously can't really... I mean, they could fight each other, but you can't really put those in the argument, so... anyway, that's the video for today, guys. Like I said in the last video, I might have my phone with me during the premiere. It will be black line, it'll be off my phone, because I can't take my camera in, but other than that, I will keep you guys posted. I'll probably have my review up on Friday, and, yeah, I'll probably have it up on Friday. I just don't know if there's, a thing where I can't talk about it or not, but I doubt it once it comes out on actual, theaters, so. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one.